I'm okay with the luggage because that luggage would have pushed McKay out. McKay would have been gone. And
Well,
so
that's probably why Bill didn't get hired, because
no, it is. No, we know that that's why.
Lombardi's been eating McKay's lunch for the last 2 years.
Well, and I think it was Lombardi that said it, that he said, Bill would come in and he'd ask the guy, he'd say, so what do you do? Because it's true. These are questions that actually do need to be asked. Whether he's the guy for the job is, beyond it's above my pay grade. But like, what is known is that we need to ask these questions, and those questions would have been needed in this organization.
Hey,
because think about it, the Bill thing would have been reset in 3 years anyways, right?
The Bill thing would have worked too, because he and Jordan Hudson don't work in Atlanta.
No.
There's no competition up there in Chapel Hill. You get around some of these young scammers, she out of there. She up through there.
I mean,
Bill,
or let
real money feed in the streets.
Or let one of those young Rich Nation guys get a hold of her, right?
She be pulling up to the bins on a shiesty. She might have to go down to Miami for a weekend or two.
What about young Rich Nation?
What about Rich's Nation? We're in Rich's Nation.
Yeah, and he gets to kind of play God in this scenario, and he's like, well, I kind of dictate how this goes.
He's not playing God. This is Madden GM mode, franchise mode, dog. And Rich is at the controls. We think these guys are doing a job, but Rich is hiring the staff, firing the staff. He's playing the games. He's setting the depth chart.
He's setting the prices on the hot dogs.
He's changing the sliders, the difficulty.
Yeah.
We really have to burn this thing down, because one of my biggest issues with the Falcons is we're not buttoned up. And when a team is not buttoned up, I don't care how good you are schematically. You have to be buttoned up. You could be, look at Miami. They have a great scheming coach. They have great talent, but they're not buttoned up. So they're inconsistent. They win at the beginning of the season. They win warm weather games and inside. They don't win after Thanksgiving much because it's cold.
Right.
Why? Because they're not buttoned up. It's not from a lack of talent. It's not from a lack of schematical excellence. I mean, my God, you had Vic Fangio on one side of the ball, and you got Mike McDaniels on another side of the ball. As a Falcons fan, if we just woke up one day and we had that combo, that guy calling plays, those two guys calling our plays, we'd be happy.
Right.
Well, because McDaniels is the guy, and it's looking like these guys, these chips off the old blocks,
yeah,
they're not buttoned up. They don't know how to run a football team. And I was talking shit about Lombardi, but one thing I've learned from listening to Lombardi over all of these years is one thing about Bill Belichick is he coaches the coaches. So the question is, who's coaching the coaches? You get a young head coach, who's coaching him to become a head coach? When he was a coordinator, who was trying to coach this guy and holding him accountable throughout his journey? And what I allude from that is a lot of coaches are left unchecked, or they're being checked by those who aren't competent enough to properly check them.